Welcome to the lake. This is where my son Jackson and I spend much of our time during the summer. Let's start with some basics and help to strengthen your core and improve your balance. So the importance of these two areas, I think it's important for you to understand. For kids, balance and core strength are really important in helping to prevent injuries and also helping kids with their posture. I think it's pretty common nowadays that so many kids are playing video games slouched over, they're not really concentrating on their posture and sitting up straight. As we age, also, we tend to slouch, and sometimes we forget about the core muscles and don't give them as much attention as what they really deserve. The older adult, balance and core strength becomes increasingly important to help prevent them from falling and getting injured more seriously. Just your balance and core strength are important for all ages out there. So with that, let's get started. But before we do, I do recommend that you consult your physician before you start any type of exercise program. These exercises are going to be fairly basic, but if core strength and balance is not something you've worked on, you may be a marathon runner and you still may need to do some of these exercises. So we'll start basic and we'll add more in another couple weeks. Alright, so we're going to start off with a plank hold. And for my friend who's got a cut foot, we're going to start off with that plank hold on knees and elbows. So I'll be back in just a minute. Alright, we're going to start off with the plank exercise first. I've got my trusty assistant here, Jackson, to help me out to demonstrate exercises. We're going to start on your elbows and knees. Abs are tucked in, and we've got another assistant coming to help us out. This is Reggie. Okay. So we're going to stay in plank position start out with 15 seconds. And if you're able to do 15 seconds just fine, then go ahead and move on to 20 seconds, 25 seconds, 30 seconds. Work up to where you can stay in plank position for at least a minute without any problems. So we're starting off with knees on the ground, elbows down. You want to make sure that you are in a straight line. So if you have a mirror that you could look into, that would be great. Alright? Now, if you want to make this more difficult, if this is easy for you, then you can switch and go to feet and elbows and stay in this position. And if that's easy, then you can go to hands and feet. Your wrists, elbows should be directly below your shoulders. Alright? And that's the plank. Okay, our next exercise we're going to do is standing delt raises. And these are really to help with your posture, most importantly. You're going to bend over, and your feet can be just about shoulder width apart. And we drop our hands, back is nice and flat, abs are contracted. And we're going to just raise straight up with our arms slightly bent, and then bring them down and up again. And we can do as many as 15 of these. And you notice that I don't have any weights in my hands. You can start out doing 12 of these, maybe 10, however many you can do. Move up to where you can do 15. And if that 14, those last two are pretty easy, then increase your weight. Again, your abs are tight, you're squeezing the shoulder blades together, and your back is nice and flat. That's the standing delt raise. Okay, the third exercise I'd like to share with you, again, is all about core strength and balance. If you don't have good core strength, you're not going to have good balance. So we're going to start out standing with your feet slightly apart. Going to raise your arms out to the side. Take your right leg, and your left leg is slightly bent, but raise your right leg up, and you can raise it up 6 to 8 inches up off the ground, keeping your abs nice and tight. And you can do that for 8 times. And then take that foot out to the side and do the same thing, 6 to 8 inches off the ground. If you need to tap your toe on the ground for support, you can do that. You can start by tapping. And if you don't have to touch, don't touch. Once we've got that leg out to the side. We've done that one for 8 times. We go front 8 times, to the side 8 times, and now we're going to take it to the back for 8 times. Back. And there you go. You'll repeat that on the other leg and do the same thing. Here we go. Once you've got those down, you're able to do that and keep your eyes open and keep your balance. The next trick for you is to close your eyes and see how well you do it then. Our next exercise, the 4th and final exercise I'll show you today, is something you can do all day long throughout your day. Every time you sit down, you get back up. So all this is instead of using a chair to push you up, you are going to sit down and stand up without using your hands. Now, if this is something that you don't typically do, if you typically use your hands to get up out of a chair, by all means, go from using 2 hands to using 1 hand and take turns on which hand you use. And that's going to help to work different sides of those abdominal muscles, your right and your left side. So you can do this, like I said, all day long, every time you get up out of a chair. Okay, so now we can advance a little bit and go to a lower chair. I mean, this chair, if I scoot back, my hips are even down lower than my knees. And we really don't want to necessarily do that. You want to scoot to the end of the chair so at least your hips are in the same plane as your knees, or you're at a 90-degree angle. This helps to develop our core strength, but it also helps to develop our leg muscles too. We're actually starting off in a beginning squat, all right? That's all there is to it. Stand up and sit back down, but please, by all means, use the chair if you need to. And those are our 4 exercises. I hope you enjoy them, and do these 4 to 5 times a week for the next 2 weeks, and I'll get back with you with some more exercises and advance these some more so that you can do more and gain more strength. Have a great day.